Good morning. Good morning. How we doing? It is almost 4 a.m. And I figured might be an idea to play some City. Ooh, okay. I dropped my chocolate bar. Might be a good idea to play some City Skylines. Man, I don't know what people see in Milky Way bars. They're awful. I don't know what people see in them. They nasty. They're nasty. Well, that's just my opinion. You might like them. Anyway, before we dive in, let me move my dinner. Try and keep a nice clean background. It's been a very lazy couple of days. Oh yeah, Snickers are so much better. Anyway, I have been drinking quite heavily, so this should be interesting. And I plan on continuing. We have some mead. I'm going to try and make a concoction here. Shouldn't be streaming. Well, we're going to try and make a concoction. There's about a healthy shot of mead. I'm going to throw another thing or two into it. Alright. And then alright. Give it a stir. Did I just have random drinks around the studio? I have a fridge over there. Okay. Let's see what this concoction's like. It has layers. It has layers to it. It almost works. Almost. It needs something else. It needs something to cut through the sweetness. There's a bit of honey to that. There's a bit of lemonade to that. There's some mead to that. There's some vodka to that. And it works. Almost. It needs something to cut through the sweetness. It needs something a little bit more bitter. Arrow Hockey, thank you so much, man. Sour might be a good one as well. Also, chat, I want to show you two things. Number one is that. That's the back of my Mixer hoodie, which I feel really bad about getting. But whatever. Second thing. I love it. I love it. Are you on the level? Are you ready to swear right here, right now, before the devil? It's a good shirt, and you know it. I am very drunk. I am very drunk. Sorry, just had a moment there. I'm gonna set the bar spoon aside. Otherwise, I'm gonna start swinging this around, just using it to point at everything. Although I'm gonna stir my drink a little bit more first. Drink some water. I'm good. I'm not that drunk. Chat. I'm fine. I have been much worse on streams before. I ran a 16-hour charity stream. I don't remember half of it. Settle. It's fine. Y'all should have seen me. Y'all should have seen me in Scotland. It's a fucking miracle I got back to the hotel. That was a hell of a bill. Ooh. I think there were 3 of us. We got some food and a lot of drinks. And I'm pretty sure the bill somehow came to about £200. Yeah. Go to the States, get smashed, go to a state fair, and experience the food. Maybe. I'd make it all right. How could it end like this? There's this thing in the way you kiss me. You like fair food? I have not been to anything resembling a fair in a while. Anyway, what I thought we would try today, I know you can't see the game right now. What I thought we might try is the panic challenge that Biffa put together. I might try it and then maybe record it sometime later on. I figure trying it whilst intoxicated is fine. Something within your eyes said it could be the last time, or it's over. All right. Deep fried everything. Deep fried batter covered in sugar. Deep fried oil. Sure. Love me some deep fried oil. I've still got a spot in my nose. It's bugging me. Also, deep fried butter. Isn't that a thing? I want to say that's a thing. Also, I've been thinking. I've been thinking about the hair. I might embrace the sort of wavy curly thing going on. Because my hair is sort of naturally like this. I might just embrace it. On the plus side, the Panic Challenge is literally just a big battery for half an hour. Exactly. Phillips, how you doing? Yeah. I might do that. I might embrace the floof. That might happen. Anyway, Lucas, how you doing? Ooh. Wow, sorry. Anyway. How we doing, everybody? I haven't asked that yet. I usually do at the start of streams, but the last bunch of streams have been IRL, music, and then before that, Red Dead RP. And I am probably done with Red Dead RP for a while. Is this the feeling I'm craving? Waiting for life to ignite. Is this the moment for taking? Pink Berry, thank you for that follow. Much appreciated. Let me finish my horrible drink. I'm not gonna lie. The point of this drink is to keep me drunk. And just to be clear, I am more than capable of running a stream intoxicated. But the point of this is to, you know, keep things rolling. Oh, I hate it. That was awful. So, let's combine things that I know work. Smirnoff Ice. Red Bull. You see, you came in at the perfect time? Yes. That's so much better. Drinking gin and tonic yourself? Cheers. Yeah, so we'll give the Panic Challenge a shot. And I'm gonna be really annoyed if I do it really well, because I'm not gonna get super shit-faced to do it again later on. Isn't it like 4 a.m.? It is. It's 3:55. That's a real fancy spoon. It is. I have a lot of ice molds, and I make a really good Long Island iced tea. So, ooh, wow. Sorry, this caught my reflection in it, and I realized that it's like I hate catching my reflection in like a spoon because you catch it this way and you're like, good lord, I'm hideous. Yeah, so I make a really good Long Island iced tea. So I bought a bunch of ice molds. I got like big cube ones. You hold it over the shaker and you whack it and you break it in. So you break one of the cubes, the big cubes, into the shaker, and the other one you just throw in there. You shake up your drink, you strain it out. I'll make a good Long Island iced tea. I'll tell you what. You would use that spoon to eat ice cream? I mean, I could see it. I can see it. Will this be available to watch later? You won't be able to watch the whole thing. Looks like it could be good. It should be. The VOD should be available on Twitch, yeah. You love Long Island iced tea, but it's something you rarely get. I rarely get it as well. I haven't made one in a long time. There's like an Asian fusion restaurant near me does an amazing Long Island iced tea. It's a good way to not remember the rest of the night. Yeah, I have a weak spot for Long Island iced teas. I'm gonna just start calling them Long Islands. Mr. Chase, thank you. I have a weak spot for them. I remember I went out for food and the plan was to go see a movie. It was to go see Frozen 2. And I hadn't eaten all day. So we went out, we ordered some drinks. I ordered a Long Island iced tea and I drank it quite quickly. And then I ordered another one. And as the other one got to the table, the food hadn't been here yet. So I was sitting there like this. Like I was just sitting there eyes wide, kind of really aware of how much I'd had, of the fact that I suddenly got really aware I hadn't eaten all day. I was like, oh dear. Oh boy, I have another one. And then the food came over and I'm like, oh boy. I'm halfway through my second Long Island iced tea. I didn't see Frozen 2. We didn't go to see Frozen 2 because I wouldn't have remembered it or been able to sit still the whole way through the fucking movie. Then I think in the Hard Rock Cafe in Glasgow, I had some really good food, but I had like 3 Long Island iced teas, a strawberry daiquiri. I think I had a martini. I had a lot. That's the most I've ever drank when out anywhere, and I don't go out often. It is a fucking miracle I find my way back to the hotel. But yeah. So I don't drink often. I've drank a bit recently, but to be honest, the most that I drink recently is like one of these, and there's nothing in them. They're mostly lemonade. So it's kind of okay. But today, well, this was probably about there recently. And I'm a lightweight. You're usually solid after a night like that until you get back to the room, then you forget the rest of the night, wake up 10 hours later wondering where your clothes went. Hopefully the clothes thing doesn't become a problem while I'm streaming. But I know where you're coming from. I have got... So... if I have a few drinks, and I fall asleep fully dressed, somehow I wake up not dressed. Quite frequently. We'll just shift to another streaming side if it gets to that. Best nights, worst days after. I don't get hangovers. I don't get hangovers. I don't know why. I think I usually, like, stay really well hydrated when I'm drinking. I might have one tomorrow because I'm not drinking water right now. But, yeah, I think I need to put this down. Tomorrow, as in Wednesday or Thursday, that depends entirely on how much I drink. I don't get hungover because I'm perpetually in a grumpy mood. Well, yeah. Coldest thought I've ever known. Now I'm better off alone. Yeah, so I don't get hungover because I usually do a really good job of hydrating. I'll like get bottles of water, big glasses of water. Honestly, when I'm going to bed, I'll probably take some water with me. And then I'll probably still wake up in the morning having passed out in my clothes, somehow out of them. And honestly, without context, that sounds a lot more exciting than it is. Because by out of them, I mean out of some of them. And half out of the rest of them. I've woken up with, like, my t-shirt over my head. Still, like, on my arms, but just, like, up over my head. Hungover people are identified by being grumpy and eating crap food. When was the last time I made a nice old salad? Please. I like crap food. I like it as a challenge. But down the spoon, no! My spoon. I like it as I take shit food as a challenge. I'm putting on a different set of songs. I take shit food as a challenge. Because let's see. I take it as a challenge. So what I'll do is I'll get like some shitty instant noodles or like a pot noodle or something like that. And I will try and make it good. Right? Throw some salt in there, some pepper, some cayenne, some paprika, do a little bit of that, a little bit of this, a little bit of whatever. I've taken instant mac and cheese and made it amazing. Like, frankly, if your mac and cheese isn't capable of putting up wallpaper, what's the fucking point? You know what I mean? Like, I don't get why people are like, I love a good mac and cheese, and it's like water. It's like pasta. It's like pasta. I don't know what my accent is right now. I've been saying cell phone like crazy recently. Anyway, it's like pasta with cheese water. It's not mac and cheese, it's pasta with cheese water. If you can't take your cheese sauce and successfully put up a room's worth of wallpaper with it, it's not thick enough. You know what I mean? If you like, it's as simple as that. So I take instant mac and cheese. I start boiling up the pasta, whatever. I'll take the cheese off to the side if I can, and I'll throw it into its own thing, and I'll make a roux, right? What you do is you get some butter. You get yourself a tablespoon. This is not a tablespoon, but about that much butter, and you melt it down in a pot. You throw in about that much flour. You stir it together. You throw in some milk. You stir it up. You bring it back up to temperature. It'll thicken up. And then you start throwing in your cheese. You start throwing in some cheddar, some mozzarella, some smoked, whatever you like. You stir it all together. And then what you do, you drain out your pasta, whatever the fuck. You keep a little bit of the pasta water. You mix a little bit of the pasta water into the cheese sauce. You bring it back up to temperature. It thickens up again. And then you add the pasta. You don't add the sauce to the pasta. You add the pasta. You add the pasta to the sauce. You stir it around. And you just dump it onto a plate. And if you can't successfully put up wallpaper with it, you've done it wrong. It's the same way I like my gravy. If I can't use it as an industrial grade lubricant for something, not good enough. If it's like water, why bother? You know what I mean? Why bother? I might as well empty a warm kettle of water over my food. But that's me with any sauce, right? Like any sauce for any food, I don't care what it is. I don't want it watery. I love a thick with like 3 C's. A thick. There you go. I had to really emphasize that. I love a thick sauce. There's no point otherwise. You know what I mean? Why bother? Anyway, let's ramble for another little bit. We'll go through another song or two, then we'll get into City Skylines. Do I like American-style thin hot sauce? I don't know if I've ever tried it. But I just don't, I don't get it. Like, I guess, like, I wouldn't consider, like, Frank's Red Hot in that. It's more of a condiment than a... I mean, it's hot sauce, right? It is a sauce. But, so I would consider it more of a condiment than, so like the sauce that you would have in like a mac and cheese, I don't think it's a condiment. It's an integral part of the meal. Whereas like Frank's is something you would put on top of that for a little bit of a kick, or you'd mix it in a little bit. I would say that's more of a condiment than a main like thing, if that makes sense. It's an ingredient to a sauce, and I've done that. I actually really like, I like Frank's a lot. So I would mix like Frank's Red Hot sauce into mac and cheese. You know, give it a little bit of a little kick. What about barbecue sauce? It depends on the usage. I think McDonald's here often give you barbecue sauce with, I think, the chicken nuggets. Or they'll give you the option. In that case, it's a condiment. So it doesn't really matter. Although I think barbecue sauce should be the same consistency as ketchup. So kind of thick. But barbecue sauce can be a main substance if you have like barbecue ribs. Right? If you barbecue up some ribs with sauce on them and it's barbecue sauce, that's a big thing. You cover them in it. I think that should be kind of thick. I think that should be thick and like stick to the meat as well. You know what I mean? I think it's circumstantial, but in general, if it's a crucial part of the meal, then it's thick. If it's an ingredient, doesn't matter. It's going to get mixed in to something else anyway. I like that I'm punctuating everything I'm saying with a spoon. But yeah, that's the way I look at it. Right? If it's mac and cheese, or it's like barbecue spare ribs, or it's like spaghetti bolognese, spaghetti and meat sauce, it needs to be a thick sauce. If you're just adding a little bit to your meal, you know, you've got your mac and cheese, your spaghetti bolognese, or whatever, and you want to add a little bit of heat to it. Wow, sorry. The mead just hit me. Then in that situation, it's fine. You're adding a little dash to it. Green chili mac and cheese. I will keep that in mind. Red pepper flakes are amazing. A medium U.S. soft drink at McDonald's is just a little bit smaller than a large in Europe. A U.S. large is almost double a European large. Yes, it is. Spaghetti with thin sauce is just blech. I agree. However, what you can do is scoop out maybe 3 tablespoons, maybe 4 tablespoons of your sauce. So say you're making, I'd call it spaghetti bolognese. I know some people just call it spaghetti and meat sauce. I would disagree in carbonara. I think carbonara sauce should be quite thick as well. But I digress. Let's say you're making spaghetti bolognese, spaghetti and meat sauce. What you can do, whether it's spaghetti as in the noodles or whether it's pasta, what you can do is in a separate pot, actually not even a separate pot. What you can do is when your pasta's done, drain out most of the water, leave a little bit in there, and then scoop maybe 3 or 4 tablespoons of your sauce into the pasta. And just mix it around with the pasta water, because that's got all the starch in there. It's got a lot of flavor in that water. You mix it around, and you coat the pasta in this starchy, tomatoey, delicious. Like if you've seasoned it with salt and pepper and spices, you get all that like either coating the spaghetti or inside the pasta. And it'll be a very thin layer of that sauce, but it will add that little bit of extra flavor to it. Is what that will do. So that's what you want. That's a situation where you can take a thin sauce and make it work for you, because then you're putting your pasta on the plate and you start scooping out your thick sauce on top of it. And it's amazing. But only if you seasoned it right. Seasoning is so fucking important. Season everything. You know what I mean? Season everything. Everything you're doing. Season the shit out of it. Make it taste the way you want it to taste. It's like, oh, but I'll get fat. Big Kahuna Burger, good to see you, man. I watch Sam. I do. I love Sam the Cooking Guy. You made the mistake of getting spaghetti with tomato sauce at college once because how could they mess up spaghetti? But oh man, did they fuck it up? They didn't just do like ketchup, did they? Babish, love Babish. Bon appetit as well. I would love to go to one of Sam's restaurants. Would love to. Sorted. I don't watch Sorted. I'll not lie. I don't really watch Sorted. Wasn't ketchup, but it wasn't good. Dudes, I put out a poll on Twitter a while ago about ketchup and pasta. If you do it right, it's delicious. I'm just telling you that right now. You want to marry Claire from Bon Appetit? I want to have a drink with Brad. I would love to sit down, have a couple of beers, and I'm not a beer drinker, but I would totally make an exception. I would love to have a couple of beers with Brad and just listen to some of his stories. I'll tell you what we'll do. I'm going to keep this conversation going a little longer. We'll start the cities part at the top of the hour. Not the top of the hour. We're 40 minutes in. We'll give it like a tops 20 more minutes of just chatting shit. I'm enjoying this. Gordon Ramsay? Not as much. He seems pretty decent though. Brad also seems like he would have to connect on some good green. Well, maybe. I don't know, man. He just seems like a cool guy. He just seems like someone that would have a lot of stories. I'm not gonna lie. Should have set it to just chatting. Would have broken up the VOD. Alton Braun. I love Alton Braun. Dude. Good Eats is such a good show. I love Good Eats. I love cooking videos. I'm not gonna lie. Like, people are always like, you know, what do you do? What games do you play in your spare time? What do you do in your spare time? You know, what do you watch? What gaming channels do you watch? And I'm like, I don't really play many games outside of streaming. RP has kind of been the exception to that. But I don't watch gaming videos. I don't remember the last time I sat down to watch a gaming video, to be totally honest. I watch a lot of cooking channels. I watch a lot of food vloggers and travel vloggers and stuff like that. Like, I watch stuff. I love playing games and I enjoy what I do. But I watch a lot of cooking stuff. Because it's good. It gives me ideas. Oh, I dropped my spoon. I leaned down way too fast. Holy shit. Yeah, I watch a lot of cooking channels. I watch a lot of, Warren, thank you so much for that tier 1 sub. Much appreciated, you dork. I watch a lot of cooking videos. You're planning on moving out soon, so you're gonna start watching cooking stuff? You ain't gonna feed on instant ramen every day. Yeah. I'm quite happy with where my cooking's getting to. I can't do much. I mean, so I've always sort of lived with my grandparents. I did spend 4 months living in Sweden, where I made a lot of pasta. It's done my hair low density commercial. Or offices. But that was before I kind of got into like cooking stuff. Okay, Smith, thanks so much for the 3 months. It's 3 months. Love you. Keep the streams coming. If not, find yourself. I'll do both. That's my plan. Do I like Mediterranean food? I've never actually tried it. I'm not gonna lie. I'd love to though. Instant ramen can be quite good at times, but it does get bland. That's why I love adding spices to it. You know what I mean? I love adding spices to things. I love adding seasoning, trying different like combinations of things with it to try and make it better. Warren, I'm glad I could help, man. Jaxie, I mean like dishes more than anything else. Should watch Alton's quarantine videos. I absolutely will. So so I can't do much. I live with my grandparents. I mean, I have my own space. You know, this whole space here is my office. I've got bedroom, etc., etc., and I kind of go out walking a lot. So I make a lot of my own food and stuff like that. But every now and then they'll make a roast dinner, and I'll be like, you know, if there's any going, I'll have some. So I've never really sat down to properly make a roast dinner. I can do it though. I make fucking good potatoes. I know they're basic, but I know I can mash the fuck out of potatoes. Throw a little bit of cream cheese in there, salt, pepper, again, paprika, smoked, cayenne, little hint of those. Nothing major. You don't really want to be super aware of the spices in your potatoes. Potatoes should be simple but creamy. So a little milk. If you can, full fat milk. Philadelphia cream cheese is my go-to. And what you do is, you know, you get your potato masher, you know, your big flat thing, and you just mash the fuck out of them for a second. But you don't do that constantly. You sour cream's good too. You switch to a fork and you start to whisk it. Obviously, you could get like a ricer to put your potatoes through, but you whisk them with a fork. That gets them so creamy. It's so good. Steaks and stuff like that, season the fuck out of them, medium rare. You know, 2-3 minutes each side, depending on what you're cooking them on. But with things like pasta, I can make a really fucking good cheese sauce. I can make great mac and cheese. I can't really do like carbonara in the traditional sense. I don't make carbonara, but I'll take my cheese sauce and, you know, fry up some bacon, make it super crispy, throw it in there, get some ham, throw it in a pan just to sort of give some heat, a little bit of color to it, a little bit of caramelization. Throw that into your cheese sauce. Throw in a little bit of spice. And then you have this cheese sauce with bits of meat through it, and it's amazing. Bolognese meat sauces, you know, tomato meat sauces, same thing. Actually, a trick for your bolognese sauces, cream cheese. It will make it look a little bit more like a curry. But a little bit of cream cheese in your meat sauce. It'll give it a little bit more of an orangey color with a little bit of hint of like a peach color to it, if anything. Like a burnt, coppery, peachy color. As weird as that sounds. But super creamy, super rich, amazing meat sauce to go with your pasta. And what's more is if you have any left over, get a tortilla wrap. And it's just thick enough that you can like cover a tortilla wrap in it, fold the ends in, wrap it up. You got a burrito with that amazing sauce for your pasta. I'm gonna start a cooking channel. I've thought about it. I don't know enough about cooking. That's the thing. I just get ideas. That's what I love about it. Is I love to experiment. Right? Like I'll get an idea for like two foods that could sort of work together, and more often than not they don't. But like I love that side of it. I don't know anything about cooking. I don't know anything about measuring. I don't know anything about how long something should be on the stovetop or under the grill or on whatever. I just have ideas that sometimes work, and when something does work, I remember it. I don't remember how much of something I put in. I'll remember, like, if it's Philadelphia, you get the little thing, you take like half of it. I remember it that way. That'd be half the fun. Watch me learn to cook with experimentation. Maybe. It might be fun. I would need my own I would need my own place though. And I really don't want to go rent somewhere here when my plan in the next couple of years is to move out. I've thought about it though. I've been looking at I was looking at some properties that have like basement, like I don't know what you call it. Like they have like a little kitchen basement. They had like a bedroom down there. Kind of like almost like an apartment thing. So you got a big old house with like a small tiny little house in the basement. And I look at those and I'm like, that would be cool. Because then I can use the basement as my like my set. The downstairs kitchen is the one where I can go to fuck around and experiment. The upstairs one is the one that I actually keep clean and look after. Baking is witchcraft? Yeah. I don't know the first thing about baking. I have no idea. But steak I can do. Kitchenette's the word I was looking for. Steak I can do. Pasta I can do. I can make really fucking good toast. And I'm not lying about that either. There are tricks to toast that you would not believe. Y'all ever tried putting a little bit of salt on the bread before toasting it? A little bit. Do I make my own pasta or use store-bought? I would love to make my own sometime. I use store-bought right now. I usually buy the fresher stuff, not the dried stuff. You want to learn how to make homemade bread? I would love to. I've been thinking about it a lot. That's part of why I want to like move out as well. I want to do all this stuff. I want to learn to like cook more, make my own bread, and like people are constantly saying you should get hobbies outside of like YouTube and gaming and stuff like that. And I'm like, I would, but I want to have my own place before I do that. Cause I don't want to be like, I don't want to be in under everyone's feet. You know what I mean? I don't want to be like trying to make my fucking bread and then people come out and they're like, well, we got to make dinner, so you're going to have to fucking move. There are tricks to grilled cheese. Yes, there are. There's an amazing way to make grilled cheese. So, allow me. You've made your grilled cheese sandwich. You think, this is all right. But it could be better. You're right. It could be better. What you want to do is, you want to be using a pan to make your grilled cheese, first off, non-stick. And you want to take your bread, take your sandwich out of the pan, get your grated cheese. Don't use pre-grated because the powdery stuff on it's going to make it not work. Grate some sharp cheddar into a container, get a lot of it, and then dump it over the base of the pan. Okay? Let it just start to separate, where you're going to start seeing the fats come out of it. Just start, and then set your sandwich back into it, right in the middle, and give it 30 seconds to a minute, and then get your spatula, get it under there, lift it, and what you're gonna see is the cheese will come with it. It's gonna look like it's just hanging down the sides. Hold it for 30 seconds, let it set, flip it over onto a plate. Suddenly you have this amazing grilled cheese sandwich with a literal crown of crispy melted cheese. You can break a little bit off, eat it. It's delicious. It's absolutely amazing. Just this amazing, just crown of crispy melted cheese that's re-solidified. Some of the fats are out of it, so you can just get really, really condensed flavor. It's absolutely amazing. Cannot recommend it enough. And then because obviously there's a lot of heat inside of it, you still get really amazing melted cheese in the inside of your sandwich. Do the same in a burger. Yeah, do the same in a burger. Do the same in anything. You can get this amazing, you just get this amazing thing that I cannot recommend enough. Make good coffee, ironic considering coffee is one of the things you hate the most. I have not had a good coffee in a while. I've been wanting, that's another thing I've been wanting to learn to make, is like proper coffee. But we'll see. I'm not gonna lie, the mead is hitting me like a truck. One of the best burgers you've had recently came from a local brewery. I haven't had a good burger in a while either. I used to do this thing with burgers where I experiment with them a little bit and try and put things in them. Where like you get a burger patty, you get the raw meat, and you kind of split it and then flatten out, put some cheese in, try and recombine it. I've started to not like doing that. I think if you season a burger right and cook it right, it's amazing. It doesn't need any bullshit inside of it. I think you can put amazing cheese on top of it. Whatever else you want to put on top of it. I don't think you need to put anything inside a burger. Elk meat burgers? I've never tried one. How good am I at cooking? I like the food I cook. Your roommate's been running a coffee shop for like the past 8 years, so you did just defer to her for expertise. Ooh. I'd love to get good at making coffee. You like deer steak and deer meat in general? Never tried it. But yeah, I like that. So that this just comes back to what I was saying earlier. I don't watch a lot of gaming stuff. I don't really partake in much gaming stuff outside of work or roleplay. I kind of like it, to be honest. It's kind of nice because gaming was my hobby for so long. And then it kind of became the job and all that. So it's kind of nice finding things outside of it to be interested in. It's been a long time. I've kind of needed it for a while. But yeah, it's kind of cool. I think I will at some point. I don't know if I'll make another channel for it, but I think at some point I'm gonna put some cooking stuff up in the main YouTube channel. I think we'll give it a shot. Because if I end up going traveling, which I mean it's still very much my plan, it'll be a travel vlog channel for about a month or more. Deer's hit or miss, usually gamey. You prefer elk, but you don't eat red meat anymore. Fair. Your granddad made really good deer steak. Your neighbors make really good deer jerky. I've never tried deer. I'd love to though. I have been a super picky eater for years. And I'm kind of wanting to change that. Because I imagine, I mean, there'll be stuff that's like acquired tastes here and there. But, I want to try stuff, man. Like when I was in Germany, I tried Mexican food? I don't know what it was. It was pretty good. Have I had bison or buffalo? Nope. Can't say I have. You like bear? Thing is, you don't get meat like that here. The most common thing here is beef. I mean, it's kind of the most common thing almost anywhere aside from maybe chicken. But Northern Ireland is very Northern Ireland is very beef focused. Went to Germany and got Mexican food. I think so. Yeah. I did try a little bit German food as well. It was pretty good. The common there is beef, pig, chicken, and rabbit. I think I've tried rabbit. I've tried rabbit. I've tried pigeon. Pigeon is actually quite nice. Like, pigeon is pretty good. Can't be who you are. Quail? I don't think I've tried quail. But I've tried pigeon. I've tried rabbit. I've tried duck, chicken, obviously, beef, pork, lamb. I think in Turkey. Yeah, Turkey. I think in Sweden I might have tried something else, but I don't remember what it was. Go to Australia, try kangaroo and crocodile. I'd love to. Duck in Chinese restaurants. I've had duck. Duck's pretty easy to get here. Possibly elk. It might have been. Never tried moose or squab. Alligator. Jesus. I want to try different foods, man. Anyway, we've been streaming for over an hour. I've been sitting talking to y'all about food for a while. I'm not gonna lie, I'm using this conversation as a means to really focus so that I don't so like, right now my head's doing this, right? Right now, this is how my head feels. The room is a little bit swan after my walk the other day. I think it was like goose. I'm not sure. Pretty sure we're not allowed to like actually kill nor eat swans in the UK. So I'm saying I need more vodka Red Bulls. No. Self-defense if they attack first. That's fair. Moobot, if you could chill out a little bit, that'd be great. Yeah, the room is swirling a little bit, so give me a minute, chat. We'll get into this. But yeah, I don't know. I could definitely see if I get my own place, there will be cooking streams and videos and shit like that. Because I do really enjoy it, and I never want to do it as a job. You know what I mean? I've never... Hey, thank you so much for the Twitch Prime sub, man. I don't know why there's no sound on it. I've been meaning to fix that for weeks. Whoops. Thank you so much for the 6 months. You absolute psychopath. Yeah, I don't think I'd ever, like, make a cooking channel or, like, make, like, a main feature of the stream be cooking streams. But I would love to, like, once in a while, just, you know, be like, hey, today we're making... I don't know, mac and cheese. You know, today, let me show you how to make a really good grilled cheese sandwich. The point is, most things would have cheese in them. I like cheese. You can see me travel vlogging, Anthony Bourdain, Bourdain style. I haven't not watched some of his stuff in a while. I need to go back and watch a lot of his stuff. He was a good dude. Yeah, I could definitely see me travel vlogging with a little bit of a cynical approach at times. And I have been to some shithole restaurants. I'm not gonna lie. In this farewell, there's no blood, there's no alibi. A mac and cheese stream sounds fun. Yeah. Like I said, mac and cheese for me is an experiment every time. The consistency of the sauce is different. The amount of spice is different. The salt, the pepper, the paprika, the everything is different. Does it have Frank's Red Hot in it today? Maybe, maybe not. Do you put a little bit of soy sauce in there? Maybe, maybe not. A little bit of Worcestershire sauce in there? Maybe, maybe not. It ain't about, like, cooking for me, and this is something that I think I really love about, again, you know, the old Sam the cooking guy. Something I've heard him say a lot is, cooking doesn't need to be precise. Does it taste good? Good. And by soy sauce and mac and cheese, I mean a little bit, for a little kick. Little kick of that in there. You don't want to overdo it. Soy sauce, if you put too much in, it's going to kill it. It's going to make it disgusting. Yeah, spicy barbecue. Do you want to throw a little bit of that in there? Mac and cheese is like the perfect, like, it's the perfect experimentation dish, you know? What kind of meat do you want to throw into it? What kind of condiments do you want to throw in there? Mac and cheese is a canvas, exactly. So it's like, what do you want to throw in there? Yeah, you could bake it. You can make it a delicious mac and cheese And then, throw some breadcrumbs on top of it. Throw some Parmesan on top of it. Throw some herbs, a little bit of extra spice on top of it. A little bit more grated, some mozzarella on there. You could, if you wanted to, get fresh mozzarella, slice it up real thin. Put that across it. Put some cheddar across it. Get 3 types of cheese on top of it. You end up with mac and cheese baked with a crust on top of it of breadcrumbs and cheese and mozzarella, You know what I mean? Like, you end up with something that's just beyond a simple mac and cheese, and it's the most simple dish. It's not a complicated dish. You know what I mean? But that's what I love about it. That's what I love about pasta, is you can take it in so many directions. You got pasta and meat sauce? Okay. Breadcrumbs. Bit more meat sauce. Bit of cheese. Do whatever. Throw it in an oven for a little bit. Suddenly, you have a baked pasta and meat sauce. How about some soup? Soups are something I'm not good at. I've never tried making my own soup. My gran makes amazing soups, though. And one day I want to learn. Foxy, hello. What am I holding? It's a bar spoon, because I made a horrible drink earlier, and I'm... This was up here. Lasagna? I do like a lasagna. Do we need to have a chat later? No. I'm fine. We've just spent the last hour or 10 talking about food instead of playing City Skylines. We'll get there. I should try to make gumbo. I've never tried it. Lasagna is the one thing I cannot make. I've never tried, though. Rice. I'm not gonna lie. I like, if you just make me some rice. I said make me. Chat, don't make me some rice. Some rice. Some rice. A little bit of butter through there. Sometimes a bit of salt, pepper. Sometimes that's just really nice. I'm not gonna lie. Just something to kind of give it a little bit of moisture, a little bit of creaminess, a little bit of butter. It's pretty good. Have I tried lemon butter with rice? I can't say I have. No more sorrow. Yeah, but I need to check out some of the southern states in the US. I have watched so many cooking shows and vloggers, and I've seen so many of them go to the southern states for food, and it just looks amazing. True, I do also need to go to New York. That might end up being my first, like, travel tour of the US. It's like New York, basically East Coast. So New York, probably down to Florida to visit family, then up to a couple of the southern states. We'll see. New Orleans? Yes. Yes. Good Lord. Good Lord, yes. Better say when. Well, to be fair, I mean, New York City is not somewhere to go right now. Texas? I have plans for Texas. It just depends where the world is in a couple of months. But I might be in Texas might be in Texas later this year, depending on where the world is. And I have plans. There are some plans there I'm quite excited about. Yeah, I probably wouldn't go to New York City anyway. Like I said, if New York City is safe to go to, I would go for like 2 days. I would do the touristy shit one day and then like go and see some of the smaller like pizza places and stuff like that the other day. Austin? Yeah, Austin's the place I'm talking about. Never gonna be another one, no. So much for City Skylines. I'm quite enjoying this. Bear with, we'll get there, I promise. I really should have said us in just chatting, but okay. Long Island. Yeah, at some point. Yeah, I'd probably go. I'd do New York City for a couple of days. And then I'd go elsewhere. Because that's been my plan for a while. Anytime I've talked about going to New York State, it's always like, I want to go to some of the lesser traveled places. Because I'm not a big, like, touristy person. I'm not huge on tourist traps. You know, so Times Square seems cool, and I'd love to see it. But I don't need to see it for 6 hours. You know what I mean? Broadway, if I can go see a show, great. If I can't, I'll walk down it and be like, I've walked on Broadway. I've walked through Times Square. You know, I'll go there, I'll see it, I'll move on. Because there's so many more interesting things. You know what I mean? There's so many more interesting people to meet, places to see, foods to try, stuff like that, you know? That's what I want to travel for. That's what I want to go see. I don't want to just go see, like, to be totally honest, you know, I want to see Times Square. I mean, I've seen it from a million angles in a million movies. I know that's not the same as seeing it in person, but it's kind of, it's, you know, you know what it looks like. I know what it looks like when I'm going there. The only thing I don't know what it looks like is, what does it smell like? Well, it's the middle of New York City. It probably doesn't smell amazing. What does it sound like? Well, it's the middle of New York City. It's probably quite fucking loud. What are the people going to be like? Well, it's the middle of New York City. It's a tourist trap. Probably assholes. They're either going to be trying to sell me something or push me out of the fucking way to get a selfie of something. You know what I mean? So it's kind of just one of those, like, been there, seen it, done it, move on. Yeah, that's exactly it. You see it once, you don't need to see it again. But, yeah, that's kind of the way I look at it for a lot of tourist trappy places. Is I don't need to, I don't need to see them a million times. We travel through it a lot, but never to it. The old fort in Quebec City is incredible. Fair. And Zero Route 66 is supposed to be a neat trip. Fair. I don't know. That's just the way it is for me. You know, travel for me is not a, it's not a, it's not about going and seeing the touristy stuff. Because again, I can see it. I can see it on TV. I can see it in movies. I can see it on fucking Instagram. I can see Times Square from a million different angles in a million different ways. You know what I mean? I want to go to the little pizza places 3 blocks over that no one outside of New York has heard of. Stuff like that. Saviors, thank you very much. Appreciate you. You were in Pittsburgh last summer. You're sad that you never got to see... I'm not even going to try and pronounce that fort's name, but fair. Always an excuse to go back, though. Travel, it's going through everywhere. Try the local food, the outer areas, talking to the folk. Exactly. Exactly. Colorado sand dunes is good hiking, camping, and views. You can only truly experience it in person. That's what I want, right? I want to go to places that you can only experience in person, right? I can experience the big tourist traps in a million ways, on a million different platforms, and a million different mediums. But the experience of going out and camping in some sand dunes, or Route 68, that's GTA, isn't it? Route 66. You know what I mean? I want to travel for things that I can't get through a movie or a TV show or an Instagram post. You'd rather make some memories when you travel. You don't care about visiting the big tourist traps. You want to go to tiny stores and find amazing things, or try local mom and pop food. You want to visit the nature. Exactly. If you Airbnb somewhere in Brooklyn or another borough rather than Manhattan, you can eat your way around the 3 square blocks around your place and head up those neighborhood places. Yeah. Do I recommend cities on PS4? I do. If you can get it on PC, I recommend it there. But if you can't, then PS4 is fine. Yeah, I think I like that this is just being used as a back scratcher at this point. Yeah, that's the point. I want to travel to make memories. I want to travel to, like, have stories. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, I went to New York and I went to Times Square. That's awesome, man. What was it like? It's like, it's exactly what it's like on TV. Last year, you went to one island in the Canary Islands. We grabbed the car and rode around the whole island in a circle. You ended up getting lost better than the touristy areas. Yeah. Go somewhere, get lost there for a little bit, as long as you can find your way back. That's why when the wife and you went to Seattle from Minneapolis, you took the train. It took 2 whole days, but the experience was a 1,000,000% worth it. It turned into the best part of the trip. That's what I mean. The journey is sometimes better than destination. I'm not saying it was in this case, but you know what I mean? Like, I'd love to do that. That's something we can't really do here. But I love the idea. There's trains from, like, London to Italy, London to, you know, you can get a train from London to Sweden if you really want. It's a couple of trains, but you get the idea. If I do the Colorado sand dunes thing, first beer, mail, maybe. Interest on you. I will take you up on that offer at some point, I'm sure. But yeah, the journey is sometimes more important than the destination. It's sometimes more memorable, you know? That's what I like about the idea of my travel plans right now, is that I'm traveling to travel rather than traveling to go somewhere. I want to go to the United States to go to, you know, different places rather than any one place specifically. And if I go to Sweden, then it'll be a couple of the cities. If I go to Norway, same thing. Germany, it'll probably be Cologne, Berlin, stuff like that. Scotland, it'd be Glasgow. Love Glasgow. And then up to Edinburgh. Do I want to drive in the US? No. You took a train from Madrid to Paris, and then later from Paris to London once? I'd love to do that. Longest train I've been on, I think, was about 4 hours. From Stockholm to central Sweden. Trains there are a tad zerpy, hence why you don't take them. You're taking a driving trip to Tennessee in August to visit the boyfriend's family, see the zoo, etc. if Corona fucks off. Yeah. That's the one thing. If I could drive, I'd do road trips and stuff like that, but I don't, and I'm not really interested in learning right now. Not driving the US pretty much eliminates all the US. Yeah, no, I know that for sure. I think if I do the travel right, it's kind of all right though. Next year is treating yourself to Disney. That's the only trap you want to see. I want to go to wherever the Star Wars one is. I think they have one in Florida and one in California. I'd go to one. I'd rather make Memories and moments I will never forget. Exactly. That's exactly it. I would I want to travel to places that I'm going to remember. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. You never know. You know, it's the big old world out there. So, as much as I'd like to go see the United States, I might not. I might just end up in I like that I am just using this. If anytime I'm itchy, it's like there you go. Scratch my nose. Might not end up in the United States. Might end up fucking anywhere. And that's the point. I'll probably end up in the United States, but you know what I mean. And the truth is, you went to Galaxy's Edge in Florida. It was awesome, like having a childhood dream. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. Go to the airport and decide there. I'll likely end up in the US. Don't worry. You're supposed to go to Australia next week. Damn, I'd love to go there. I need energy. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see where I end up. In 2 minutes, it's your birthday. Chat. Get ready. I'm just talking to myself. Ooh. Why can't you download mods on console? Because it could break. You want to do more traveling once you graduate and get a job, but then again, you probably won't be paid well enough to travel. I want to take my job on the road. Play some games in a laptop, record it out of a hotel room. Vlog the traveling. Make the channel more about whatever I'm doing rather than just gaming. So get a bit of cooking in there. Best trip of your life was a transatlantic trip to Manchester, where you were on the ground in England for 51 hours for a football match. The flight time alone was somewhere around 30 hours round trip. Jesus. Casually vintage. How you doing? That's why you save up while you can. Yeah. Ends up in Russia. Russia terrifies me a little bit more than the United States. I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Anyway, chat. I do believe it has just gone midnight on the East Coast. So if y'all wouldn't mind spamming the hearts, the newts, whatever fucking heart emojis you've got to wish Foxy a very happy birthday. Jesus. The devil's on a Sunday. You call on me to solve a crooked rhyme. Gonna be salty. Well, fair enough. Holy shit. Oh, why did that get me? What? Why did I get very drunk? Why do I do this? Okay. That you're on the square. That you're on the level. Alright, we should probably play some City Skylines. We've been sitting here for an hour and a half talking about food and traveling. Unless y'all have any other topics you want to dive into, we can spend another half hour not playing City Skylines. We're gonna play it, but if you feel like, you know, it's in great therapy, I'll take it. I agree. When am I next uploading to YouTube? What year is it? Let's see. Not sure. Eventually. Can always name a district Thick Sauce. You're not wrong. Let's talk about the meaning of life. The meaning of life is to make the most of the time you have because it is not infinite. And to be aware that time is a currency, but it is the only currency in the world that cannot be refunded when it is spent. Spend it wisely, spend it carefully, and spend it with people and things that make you the most happy. That's the meaning of life. Am I wrong? It like that, honestly, if even one of you comes away from the stream with that idea in your head about time being a currency, job done. My whole perspective, and I'm not kidding here, this is not the alcohol talking, I swear to God, I will tell you this when I'm sober, I've said this on streams before. My whole perspective on life and happiness and everything changed when I kind of realized that time is a currency that you can never refund. You can never get it back. When it's spent, it's gone. So don't waste it. That's why, as cynical as I am sometimes, I'm very grateful for y'all hanging out in chat or watching videos or whatever. Again, some of you are going to be sitting there going, like, having an existential crisis right now. That's a positive way to see it. That is the alcohol talking. I am a pessimist through and through. But yeah, man. Sarek, how you doing? Your existential crisis time is 2 to 3 a.m. Same. It's 5 a.m. I'm currently good. The pandemic didn't change your daily life, just staying at home caring for a little one. Fair. It didn't really change mine much. Love my hair. Thank you, man. Really good at making you want games you can't afford. Your existential crisis time was whenever you go to bed. I get that. I get that. Oh, I get that. But yeah, I think we'll get into cities in like a minute or two. We'll actually get into it in a minute or two. But yeah. I think that's something really important that everyone needs to learn at some point or be reminded of, about like time and how valuable it actually is. Because I think as someone that has you often cry before you sleep, even if you're not actually sad about anything, but sometimes you are, unless you listen to music. Sometimes it's good to just have that kind of emotional outpouring. Like sometimes just like that can just sort of cleanse you. You can just get rid of whatever's bugging you. You maybe don't know what it is, but sometimes that's good. Yeah, so I think that's a lesson that like I feel like more people need to learn about time. Because there are, and I'll hold my hands up to this as someone that does this. I have spent a crazy amount of time in the last 10 years wasting time. Wasting effort, wasting time, right? Either worrying about things that don't matter, getting myself into the right fucking state, or whatever. And I, again, I can't get that back. There's nothing I can do about it. So it's from someone that's aware that he does this to some people that maybe aren't aware of, to think of time like a currency. Think of time like a currency. Don't we all waste time though? Sleeping, sitting at the toilet, checking Facebook statuses. Sleeping, I don't think is wasting time. Oversleeping, maybe. Sitting on the toilet, kind of essential. Unless you're on Reddit for like an hour. Checking Facebook statuses. It depends. If you're just sitting there, flicking through it because there's nothing else to do, there maybe is something else you could be doing. You could be pursuing a hobby. You could be, and it's hard. I don't do this. I flick through Twitter all the time. I procrastinate like crazy. I have done nothing productive for the last 2 months. The Facebook and Twitter often make you hate the world more than you already do. I get that. I had to stop going on Reddit a lot recently because it was driving me crazy. Reading all just kind of the negative news. And there's a lot of it. There's a lot of things to be worried about right now in the world. Obsessing over it is not healthy. Hello? You learn language in your free time? I wish I could learn languages. I'm shit at them. You try to stay away from most social media. You only really use Instagram and Discord. I would love to get rid of Facebook completely. I would sort of love to get rid of Twitter, but it's essential for the job. You started gaming subreddits? Yeah. You're talented for language. I'm jealous. I want to get rid of Facebook, but your boyfriend's mom uses it to contact you. Twitter you use for your art. I want to get rid of Facebook. I probably will at some point soon, to be honest, because I don't think I really use it for anything. Any family I have can contact me. They have my number. They have WhatsApp. Well, WhatsApp is Facebook, isn't it? It's a Facebook app. I don't know. Let me have a look. Where the fuck is WhatsApp? There it is. In times of turmoil, in times like these. You want to get rid of Facebook? It's useful for something, usually memes. Reddit's pretty good for that. You don't use social media. Anyone wants to contact you can do so with your number. I wish I could be in that kind of situation. Fox, what I might do with that is get it done in New York. Because this one on my wrist here, I got done in Scotland. So I might make a point of, like, anytime I go on a significant journey, get some kind of tattoo from it. Because, like, the concept for the new tattoo has a lot of meaning behind it. But on top of that, also having it be like a little, because I don't keep like tickets or anything like that for flights, but instead having like a little, you know, Glasgow, November 2019, and then, you know, something over here, you know, this is New York, or this is wherever, 20 whenever. You know what I mean? That way, suddenly there's a real like meaning behind them. You know, this one is solidarity. This tattoo is solidarity in mental health. You know, it's a semicolon because the idea is, you know, the story. You know, your story comes in here, and then you get to a point where it's like, you know, boom, there's a problem. The story has paused, but it's not a full stop. It's not a stop in the story. It's a pause, and then it continues. Fox, absolutely. But like that's significant for that reason, right? But it's also it's the first tattoo I ever got, and it was in a city that I really liked. So then, you know, throw over to here, and it's like, here's a like a lantern. I mean, I tweeted about the idea. Here's a lantern tattoo, you know, here or up here or wherever I get it. I'll get it right here. But it's like, you know, get a lantern tattoo because I think everyone has a different definition of what like a guiding light is in their life, and I think everyone needs a little guiding light sometimes. So kind of having a little lantern to remind of that. But also as like a you know, whoa, this tattoo I got in Scotland and it means this. This tattoo I got in the United States and it means this. So that kind of thing. I like that idea. We really should have been on Just Chatting for the last hour 45. They're coming after you. There's nothing you can do. You know, no shops other than one 3 hours away. You want another tattoo possibly related to your travels? You've considered getting tattoos, but you're kind of adverse to getting something so permanent. You're a creature of change. So that's why this is so small. This is the only tattoo I have. Because so I can't remember the name of the person, but someone tweeted a picture of their semicolon tattoo in like the exact same spot as this, and I responded to them saying, I'm getting one. I love that. I love, you know, the story is not over. It is just a pause. So if whoever it was, if they hadn't tweeted me that picture of their tattoo, I wouldn't have this. But I got this, and it has a lot of meaning behind it because I'm very open about mental health. I think everyone should be. I think it's healthy to be open about mental health, and I think more people should be open about mental health. You know what I mean? So it's like, like that is so small but so significant, and that's what I like about it. It's not this big thing. If I have like full sleeves, you don't see it, but I know it's there, right? So anytime, and I've been doing it a lot recently. Gunner, how you doing, man? I've been doing it a lot recently, especially with kind of everything going on. Ooh. I'm sober. Ah. Is the background my legit streaming room? Yes. I've got a lantern there. Bunch of Doctor Who stuff. I have an Ohio State Highway Patrol badge. Bunch of Star Wars stuff. Captain America shield. The cat. This. Mistake. Made a mistake. Ah. Hey. Hey. Hola. Sorry, thank you very much, man. I will take that compliment. I'm trying, this shirt's a little short, so if I stretch up, you're going to see me tummy, and I don't want that. But look how fucking thin I'm getting, dude. There's a little bit of belly there, but like, I'm so fucking proud of myself, I'm not gonna lie. Let me throw this back up. I'm sucking it in. Hold on. There you go. Oh, God. Alright, I need to pick up my police badge without, like, flashing. Hey! I'm trying to think of what other shit I have I can show you. Also, I love this t-shirt, dude. I fucking love it. I love it. What's the story in the police vest? GTA RP. I have a, where is it? Oh, I see it. Hold on. So it's a little dank. But I have a campaign hat as well, which I need to fix and like fix up and put a badge back on it. But I have a black campaign hat to go with it as well. Let me fucking let me change this to just chatting for a second, all right? Because I feel bad. We'll get to. I'm gonna stream for a while. All right, we'll get to cities, but I feel bad that we've been sitting here. All right, we good. We'll get to it. I'm having fun just chilling though. I'm not gonna lie. With the blue lights again. Hey. You know, it's only natural to have wants and desires, and sometimes it's very difficult to make them come true. However, thanks to Streamlabs and their store, if you've ever wanted to However, thanks to Streamlabs and their store, if you've ever wanted to sit on my face, well, now you can. Go to dylan.yt/store, and you too can enjoy the comfort of my face. Not the only fancy jacket I have in here, by the way. Pretty sure it's my only velvet one in here, though. I'm wearing velvet... Oh, God. I'm wearing velvet pants. Just so we're clear. Anyway, put this back. It's very warm. But yeah, that's how you advertise. That's the point. You heard OnlyFans jacket? No, that comes later. How's my day? Weird. Samantha, how you doing? Thank you for that follow. Yeah, if someone could get a clip of that infomercial and throw it in the media channel, that'd be great. Oh, Jesus Christ. That was quicker than I expected it to be. Sorry, if y'all aren't in the Discord. If y'all aren't on discord.gg/conflictnerd, you are missing out on some high quality on content in the general channel right now. I'm screenshotting that. I'm posting it to Twitter. Jesus, Alex, thanks so much for the raid. Hi, everybody. You just missed some real high quality non-content. I'm just being a real antisocial son of a so-and-so. Hi, everybody. How you doing? Hope you had a fantastic stream. I booted up a stream with the idea being I'd play City Skylines, I've spent the last almost 2 hours talking about, where is this picture of, there it is. Almost the last 2 hours talking about, food. I think was the first one. I spent like an hour talking about cooking. And then, like an hour talking about traveling. And we just got done talking about, well, so that's my face on that pillow. And some people like to use pillows as comfort to sit on. So there were some jokes made at the expense of the pillow. I make out with myself, not on stream. I mean, no. Nailed it. Nailed it. Where am I from? I am from Northern Ireland, is where I'm from. I have a very weird accent because a lot of my friends for the last few years have been from all over the place. You too can sit on my face. This is the stare of a man that's dead inside. There we go. Yeah, so I'm from Northern Ireland. I have been born and raised here. I've lived here 26 years, spent 4 months in Sweden. And, basically, my accent's weird because all my friends are largely online. I'm very antisocial. And so I can slip into little bits of like this accent or that accent or whatever. There's little hints of Scottish, little hints of American, little hints of all sorts of things, basically. And that's kind of where my accent comes from. In terms of what we're doing at the minute, for anyone curious, I just got done sort of touring the space back here. I can very quickly reiterate some of it. It's basically... I'm very professional. That was quite smooth, actually. There's a lantern. I need to turn off autofocus. There's a lantern. There's some Doctor Who stuff. There's a meerkat. That meerkat I got when I was 16. There's a Stormtrooper. Kylo Ren. Darth Vader. Stormtrooper. Not a Stormtrooper. That's a cow. How am I from Ireland but speak American instead of Irish? I speak to a lot of people from the US. There's little inflections in there. Then obviously Gears of War Lancer back there. And Captain America, there's a cat, there's stuff. There's stuff everywhere. All of this is the clean corner of the room. The camera is positioned very very strategically. This is what the camera is. The camera's very strategic right now. Accents and things imprint on you after a while. Yeah. So growing up, my best friend was Scottish. So got to a point where I would sort of just make fun of his accent a wee bit, and sort of, it's not great. My Scottish accent used to be a lot better when I was sort of growing up a wee bit, but if I practice with it, then I can get it back to what it's supposed to be. Scottish accent's one of the first ones that I sort of figured out sort of how to do. It's not perfect, but it's passable. I think it's not great, but it does the job. I love the Scottish accent. I love it. It's so similar to the Northern Irish accent, the sort of strong, like the strong Northern Irish accent, right? The strong Northern Irish accent is a wee bit harsher than maybe where mine's from. This would probably be a little bit more of a stereotype for Northern Ireland. It's maybe not quite as it's maybe a wee bit more pronounced in some places. If you go a bit further south towards Belfast, then you kind of get a wee bit more of this going on. A lot of that sort of like a lot of sentences sort of sound like they're questions when they're not. Of course, you can get sort of generic sort of English accents as well. Not exactly fantastic at those, but you get the idea. Unless you go northern, northern accents from Yorkshire are quite fun. Accents are just fun. I love them. You're from Canada. Can I do a generic Canadian accent? Oh, hey there, bud. I can't do an Irish accent. Cannot do an Irish accent. I can do the Northern Irish one, the sort of stereotype, but I can't go south because it just turns into Welsh. What else? Can't do Australian. People have been trying to get me to do Australian for years. Cannot do Australian. Cannot do. I'm not gonna try Spanish. Nah, I'm not trying that. Brummy. Isn't that Birmingham? Is that not? That's Birmingham or something like that, isn't it? In it Birmingham. It's a bit more nasal. It's a little. I don't know. That's a bit more. Is that? That's not quite. That's a bit too northern, possibly. Let's hear the Welsh. I can just say valley. In the valley. That's about. I can't. New York. Isn't New York? I mean, isn't my Tony Cannoli character from GTA? He's sort of a generic New York-ish mobster. Hey, how you doing? Name's Tony Cannoli. It's I forget about it. Don't worry about it too much. Ain't nothing to worry about. It ain't nothing to worry about. Don't you think twice about it. I bumped into Mr. Moon on Wild West RP recently, very briefly, and realized I can never play a character that sounds like that on Wild West RP because I might have to pay the price. I played on there with Milton. I've not played on there yet with Milton. I've been taking a bit of a break from Wild West RP. But yeah, you're gonna have to pay the price. Fwidwick price. Yeah, so the Boston accent, I can't. But yeah, accents are fun, man. I can do sort of like the generic sort of southern drawl thing with my old character, Obadiah. It's been a couple of days since, maybe a couple of weeks since I last sort of dove into this accent, so it's gonna be a little bit rough. But you're all right, boy. Yeah, you're all right, boy. That's about it. I don't know what other accents I've got. Gilbert Gottfried. I can do that. Kermit. Oh. Oh, God. All right. Hold on, I need to get this. All right.
I don't have any money. But what I do have are a very particular set of skills. Skills could make me a nightmare for people like you. If you don't let the girl go, I will track you down. I will find you. And I will kill you.
Miss Piggy? Oh, God. Isn't Miss Piggy just like Yoda? Christopher Walken? Well, you know, it's crazy. I can't do a Walken. I can do two parts of it. I can do the pauses, I can do the inflections. I can't do the accent. there's 3 parts to a Christopher Walken. There's the accent, which is crucial. There's the inflections, so the words should sort of go down at the end of some sentences where normally they wouldn't. You throw the pauses in there, and they shouldn't make a lot of sense. You throw a little bit of an inflection in there as well, and you kind of end up with the mannerisms without an impression. It's like when I do a Barack Obama. You know, it's very easy to sort of talk the way Obama would have talked. You throw some pauses in there, and you kind of get the mannerisms, but you're not quite doing an impression. You are doing a very loose impression of what Barack Obama might have spoke like. Were he to be a Twitch streamer, he might say to go to twitch.amazon.com/prime, and if you are a Amazon Prime customer, you can subscribe for free with Twitch Prime. So like that, I like doing those sort of not quite impressions, because you get the essence of a character without it being just their voice, right? So you kind of know it's an Obama, or you know if I'm like, wow, you know, it's crazy how birds fly. They just go, just take off. The wings just flapping, going crazy in the sky. Like, it doesn't sound like Christopher Walken, but you know it's Christopher Walken, right? So that's fun. I like doing that. I like doing that stuff because, you know, it's not perfect. Why am I doing the dramatic music still? It's not a perfect impression. I'm not trying an Indian accent. It's not a perfect impression, but you get the essence of the character. Little David Attenborough. Okay. Okay. I'll bring the treble of the microphone up a little bit. Okay. I can't do an Attenborough impression, but I can do the mannerisms again. Because you want to bring your voice down and keep it kind of calm. Nothing, you don't ever get excited. You just watch and commentate what's going on. So, here we see the wild Twitch chat in its natural habitat. Some of them are going to be thinking that I'm leaning into ASMR, where others, perhaps, wishing I wouldn't. This one in particular we've called Flappy Pigeon says do an Aussie accent. Unfortunately, not quite possible. I don't know, I've not... Don't make any more mouth noises. Yeah, mouth noises get picked up when the treble goes a little bit higher. We'll bring it back down so we got more bass. Yeah, I can't do an Attenborough. No one can do an Attenborough. Might have been easier with the bass, actually. I've got too much. Braben? Oh, I don't know if I can do that voice anymore. Hello. He's waving. Something like that. Some waving. It's not my character. It was Simon, right? It was Simon. He's Simon. No, I can't do it anymore. He's waving. Yeah, I need to work at it. I'd need to work at it. I was Braben. No, I wasn't. Thaddeus is Braben. I'm not trying Chinese. What others? I don't know. I think I'm about through whatever voices I got. Anyway, Simpsons characters. There used to be a Simpsons character I could do the voice of. I can't remember which one. Alfie? Yes! Try New Zealand accent? Dick. I will actually. I know a laugh that a lot of you can do. Right? SpongeBob. Strong Scottish accent. Maybe we'll go back to that in a second. SpongeBob's laugh. I'm gonna teach you how to do that. All right. Let me teach you how to do the SpongeBob laugh. You might like this. It's actually quite easy. So SpongeBob's voice is like, ah! It's up that high, like, and that doesn't sound anything like his laugh. They don't actually. He doesn't. I can't remember the name. The voice actor Tom Kenny doesn't actually laugh. He puts his hand there, and if I'm talking, so he does that. He presses, and he does that. So if I'm talking, you can hear my voice is going like that, right? So if you get the pitch, right? You see where I'm going with this? So you just get the pitch and right? That's literally how the SpongeBob laugh's done. Every time. And apparently it can be quite painful because you have to like press quite hard and do that quite a lot for some episodes. So that's literally how SpongeBob's laugh is done. Is that Mo or Lunch Lady Doris? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Simpsons characters, maybe not. I don't know if I've got any other characters at this point. I'm gonna be honest. Too old for SpongeBob? I was a little old for it, but you would try, but everyone's asleep. I mean, fair enough. You're literally pressing against your wind and vocal pipes and chords, so yeah, it's painful. Yeah. It is, but it tries Star Wars. Hello there. Ah! General Kenobi! Squidward? He's basically a villager from Minecraft. Lando? Hello, what do we have here? That's a good pickup line, by the way. It's quite sleazy. So I wouldn't recommend IRL, but I've used that in RP a few times. I've used that in a couple of roleplay servers. If you got the right character for it, it doesn't come across quite as sleazy as it would if it was just me going up to someone and be like, hello, what do we have here? Try to sing a song? I mean, I could. I don't know if I'm particularly... I mean... But, your favorite pickup line is, my dad calls me a disappointment, but you can call me tonight. That's fucking terrible. Oh my god. That's terrible. Oh. Good lord. Good lord. All right. Sorry. That's just wow. Good lord. That's a new line for RP, right? Look, we could do a song and then get into City Skylines. It's only been 2 hours, 20 minutes of talking instead of playing video. Like, I tweeted, it's like, we're playing City Skylines! And then, we're here 2 hours, 20 minutes later, still not playing City Skylines. It's been open the whole time. It's ready to go. But I mean, if I could rearrange the alphabet, I'd put your sister and I together. Well, what am I holding? It's a bar spoon. Because I like mixing cocktails. And also scratching my back. It's quite useful for both of those things. Is GTA and Red Dead Roleplay done on private servers? It is. Extra flavor. Yeah. A minute or two was an hour ago. Shush. At least I'm more sober. Wow. Don't worry, we can fix that. Good lord. All right. All right. We're chatting later. It's fine. By the way, has anyone ever tried honey mead? That's good. I'm not big on drinks like this, but this is really good. Save that name. It's so it's a special edition. So Bullet for My Valentine's a band I listen to a lot, and Waking the Demon is one of their heavier songs. So it's kind of a special edition honey mead. I don't know. Produced for Bullet for My Valentine by the Lime Bay Winery in Devon. It's pretty good. I can recommend. Right. Do y'all want a slightly drunk song? And then we'll get into playing some video games. You're a whiskey gal? I don't think I've ever actually tried whiskey. I should fix that. Yeah, I should fix that. You only find out when you're sick and took some tea and honey and your throat almost swelled shut. Jesus. Slightly drunk songs are good. I agree. I agree. You're supposed to be on this side. All right. Ooh. Okay. Let me ask you a question, chat. You have a selection of songs. You can only have one. You can only have one. So choose carefully. Is it gonna be Good Riddance by Green Day? Is it going to be The Only Exception by Paramore? Or is it going to be Good Riddance by Green Day, The Only Exception by Paramore, 21 Guns by Green Day, And that's it. I can't play Wonderwall. I can sing Wonderwall, but I can't play it. And keep in mind, these are going to be played quite loosely. I'm not playing them exact. Good riddance, good riddance, good riddance. Alright. That makes my life a little easier. Okay, we're in soon. Good riddance, good riddance, good riddance. You're the birthday girl, so you count more 21 guns. We can do both. Okay. 21 guns. A lot of good riddance. We'll probably just do both. All right, bear with me. Let me just make sure we're actually in tune. We're in tune. Can only have one. I'll probably do both. Maybe. Reverb. So I sound all fancy. Nice. All right, we're good. Let's bring the travel up a little bit, and then we'll get started. I'm going to play along to the songs themselves, just because I'm feeling a little bit lazy, and I don't think my vocals are going to be quite on point. So I'm going to use the actual songs to back up my lack of natural talent. Okay. I can't even play guitar and sing. I can't even play guitar. Let's start with 21 Guns. Auto-tune? No. I should be a lot louder than the song. Do we want flashing lights with these? Would you like some flashing lights in the background, chat? Yes? Okay. Okay. Obviously. I mean, it was a stupid question, honestly. It's my bad. I'm sorry. If the software would load, we'd be good. Let's frickin' go. Hello? Let's turn those off. You off, you done. I can't hear it. Shit. Hold on, it's too loud. Does it take your breath away and you feel yourself suffocating? Does the pain weigh out the pride and you look for a place to hide? Did someone break your heart inside? You're in ruins. I can't hear myself. Fuck. 21 guns. Lay down your arms. Give up the fight. 21 guns. Throw up your arms into the sky. You and I. When you're at the ends of the road and you've lost all sense of control and your thoughts have taken their toll when your mind breaks the spirit of your soul. Your faith walks on broken glass, and the hangover doesn't pass. Oh boy. Nothing's ever built to last. You're in ruins. Stop sticking to my t-shirt, you prick. 21 guns. 21 guns. Throw up your arms into the sky. You and I. I'm good. Okay. Did you try to live on your own when you burnt down the house at home? Did you stand too close to the fire like a liar looking for forgiveness from the stone? Why is it so warm? Oh, my heater's not on, that's why. My cooler. We good. When it's time to live and let die, and you can't get another try, something inside this heart has died. You're in ruins. I can never get the timing of this part right. Oh! So close! Lay down your arms, give up the fight. 21 guns, throw up your arms into the sky. 21 guns, lay down your arms, give up the fight. 21 guns. That was 21 guns. Thank you, chat. Much appreciating ya. Let's do this one. I'm strumming it, by the way. I'm not. Fuck. Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. Some make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and cell frames in your mind. Hang it on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos and memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. All right. Well, that was 2 Green Day songs, is what that was. Hey. That. So yeah, that was 2 Green Day songs. I have many others I could go through. I'm not going to. Shit. That's for you, chat. You bunch of pretty women, you. What the fuck is the camera focusing on? Thank you. My talent show? You're too kind. You're too kind. Right tuning. Yeah. I don't know. I've got other songs I could do. I don't think it's a good idea. But I'm really tempted to be like, you know, capo on there, and then a little bit of, and basically sing y'all a love song. When I was younger, I saw my daddy cry and curse at the wind. He broke his own heart, and I watched as he tried to reassemble it. And my mama swore that she would never let herself again. Was the day that I promised I'd never sing of love that does not exist. Darling, you are the only exception. 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 I don't know the exact like pace of the song, but you get the idea. You're welcome, chat. You're the only exception. All right, you're welcome. By the way, I've said it before. I'll say it again. If you're wanting to learn to play guitar, that's the entire song, all on the same fret. So. Get a capo, get an acoustic guitar, capo on the second fret from the capo, that, and it's just... Simple. Really, really simple song. Cities guitar lines, exactly. And then if you want something a little more out of your comfort zone, let's see if I can still play this. Dark. That's good to get you like finger picking. And it also hurts like a bitch because there's a lot of sliding up and down and changing, but it's a good song. Do I know anything else acoustic? Because I'm not going to plug in a. I'm not plugging in an electric right now. We're not going that crazy on the old music today. This was supposed to be a city stream. We're 3 hours in. I've yet to play it, which is probably fine. Sometimes a chat is all we need. I agree. Guitar-shaped city. We could. We absolutely could. Does this have a tuner? Fair enough. I walk a lonely road, the only road that I have ever known. Don't know where it goes, but it's home to me, and I walk alone. I walk this empty street on the boulevard of broken dreams, where the city sleeps and I'm the only one, and I walk alone. Whoops. How the fuck do you play this bit? That's it, isn't it? Yeah, that's it. We got it. My shadow's on. Fuck. Hold on. Okay. My shadow's only one that walks beside me. My shallow heart's the only thing that's beating. Sometimes I wish someone out there would find me. Till then Nice. Got it. Not in the mood to try and hit the walk alone. I'm not really feeling it. Not really feeling it. Anyway. Yeah. Hell of a twist to be like, oh, stream's done. It ain't. It ain't done. Don't you start getting ideas, chat. Don't you start getting ideas. You settle down. You settle down. Whoa, 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 whoa. Alrighty. Okay. Are we going to play cities? Happy Wednesday. Thank you very much, Taylor. How you doing, man? All right. So, I don't know what this stream has been, but it's been quite fun thus far. So, we're coming up. We're coming up in 3 hours. We got 15 minutes. Let's give it 15 minutes. We'll jump into some City Skylines. That'll bring us up to 6:35 in the morning for me. And if the idea is we're gonna do the panic challenge thing. So we got 30 minutes to get the highest population that we can manage. What happened to my hair, man? It was all like decent earlier. We got 30 minutes to get the highest population we can manage. What time do I plan to sleep? I have no idea. I have no idea. I have to do a roundabout? There'll be a roundabout. There'll be several, probably. At some point. The only plan is that there is no plan. Yep. Except for a battery. Well, isn't the whole challenge? The whole challenge is basically going to be a battery, isn't it? Like, isn't that the way the whole thing's gonna kind of work? It has to. You've only got 30 minutes. I need to fix my hair, man. It's bugging me. That's better, I think. I'll say I won't make a battery and then I will. No, in this one I'm saying that I will. By that logic, I won't. But I mean, it seems like the only way to do the challenge would be to make some kind of battery. I've not watched anyone do this. I've been avoiding watching people do it because I don't want to like take their ideas. Lucas, thank you. I'm taking the cat ears off. They're a little much. That's better. I love them. I love the cat ears, but I don't think with blue hair. I need to get blue ones. Or dye my hair. Hot pink. Just make an entire city of suburbs for once. Can you imagine I make an entire city of suburbs and it winds up being really efficient? Dye my hair magenta. I might. You purchased the green tint for your hair? Nice. Y'all, we get a bunch of subscribers here on Twitch. I'll dye my hair whatever fucking color. I don't know how many. We all know purple. Where purple's where. Let's try that again. Purple's where it's at. Yeah, I've got a purple dye upstairs. Dye my hair green? No. That's the one I won't do. I won't do green and I won't do yellow. Green would look terrible on me. I know that for a fact. Purple wouldn't look too bad. Magenta. I doubt it would look good, but I'll give it a shot. Cloud gray. I would love gray hair. Legit. I would go straight silver. Light purple or dark purple? It would be quite a strong purple, to be honest. It would be quite a strong purple for sure. You people, no one's called me ninja. That's because my hair is like this, though. If my hair was all sitting up spiky and shit, then they would. As orange as the pillow behind me. Jesus Christ. I mean... Sure. I honestly, I've said this before, I'll say it again. I really like the blue. I love this color. I'm probably going to keep this for a while. But, I don't know. Maybe we'll set a goal sometime. Certain amount of subs on Twitch, I'll dye it magenta. Or something like that. Like, bleach it white and put magenta in there. Go for a really bright, hot pink. Maiden? Thank you. I get that. I've been watching a few people and it's like, oh, yeah, I'll be RB. I'll be like 5 minutes or something. And, ends up taking a couple of hours. Not a couple of hours, but it takes like 30 minutes, an hour or something like that. You come back and you're like, what the fuck happened here? What's going on? This isn't where I was. You really like the blue too? Thank you. I really like it. Like I said, a couple of months ago, I was just like, what color's the beard? The beard stays. The beard is not being dyed. Play City Skyline. I got nothing. I got nothing. You made chicken crack. It was awesome. Clean shaven? No. I don't have enough chin to make it work. And what chin I do have is a little saggy. I've still got weight to lose, is what I'm saying. Chicken, ranch dressing powder, cream cheese, sour cream, cheddar. It's a dip, but you use it as a sandwich spread. Oof, that does sound good. Do I either need to trim or shave off your beard? I need to trim mine a little bit. Okay, Smooth, thank you so much, man. Times are still kind of shitty, but the show must go on. I'm slowly working at getting back to videos and streams and stuff like that. Your beard goes really scraggly but never full. Mine used to do that. This kind of fills in after a little while. This bit doesn't get as full as I'd like, but it's better than it was. We're back to food talk again. Little bit. Beard oil? Alright, you want to talk beard oil? I had one that had this amazing orange zest thing to it. Oh, it's amazing. Morning, hope you're well. Doing keto yourself. Done 40 pounds since the start of the year. That's fantastic. Congratulations. I've been doing intermittent fasting for the most part, and then I recently started the exercise stuff. So these multi-mile walks are doing wonders for me with intermittent fasting. Am I anticipating any interesting video games coming out? Not really. I can't think of anything. To be honest, I was saying earlier, I don't play that many video games anymore. Most of my time is spent, I role play. I don't role play much anymore. But I most of my time spent like watching cooking stuff and learning little tricks for cooking and thinking about cooking. I don't play that many video games. So, it's whatever. And at some point we'll probably do a cooking stream. At some point. Big ol' cooking stream. But not anytime soon. Not until I get my own place. Because then I can actually, like, take as long as I like. And I don't have to go in and be like, hey, stay out of the fucking kitchen. I'm streaming in here. I've tried SnowRunner. I haven't. I've seen it. I watched Sheriff Eli playing SnowRunner. It looked quite fun. At the minute, I'm trying to I want to get a bunch of people together to play Gang Beasts on stream at some point soon. It's a bit of an older game, but it's quite fun. How are the cats and puppies? Cat's good. He's fat. The puppies are getting quite cheeky, but also fat as well. It's interesting because they've been doing a lot of growing. They're 2 this year, in like October, I think. And cats and dogs generally grow for about 2 years. The first year tends to be full size, and the second year is kind of when they fill out. So the pups are kind of getting done with their growing completely. They're very much themselves at this point. But now what they're doing, because whatever they eat isn't going into necessarily making them bigger, it's just making them fatter. So I looked at Harry the other day, and I noticed he's got a little belly starting to come about, which is kind of cute, to be honest. This little fat chihuahua. He's not fat, but he's fatter than he was, and he was quite thin. He's always been quite thin. So it's kind of funny seeing him get a little chunky. Can't believe they're that old already. Me neither. They used to live over in that corner. They had a little cage over there. Little cage. Quite a big cage for the size of dogs that they were. They were tiny little things that fit in my hand, no problem. So, it's whatever. Anyway. Oh boy. Yeah, it's weird. It's been 2 years that they've it's been 2 years that I've almost had them. You have a cat, a male Maine Coon, your roommate's cat, a pure white female wildcat. Ooh. You remember the puppy cam? Yeah. Back when the computer was over there. It was pretty cool having that. I would let them in here, but there's so much stuff they could get into, it would be a nightmare. I'm sobering up again. I don't like this. I don't like this. In my defense, chat, I woke up a while ago. Oh. That was a lot. Whew. Oldest cat you had almost reached 21. Oldest I've had was 16, maybe 17. You're not an alcoholic. You don't have a problem with your drinking. It's everyone else that seems to have the problem. Yeah. Exactly. What did I just do? Drink. Focus, you fuck. Drinking problem, more like drinking solution. Thank you. Exactly. She found this white kitten 3 weeks old, one blue eye, one gold. Brought her in to give trouble. Jamaican boy fell in love. It's like a 50s trouble drama. Oh god. The 21-year-old learned to climb the ladder to your bunk bed when she was 15. She continued sleeping in her chest. It's kind of cute. Alright. We've been live for 3 hours. You know what that means. Really enjoying this fucking chat, though. I'm not gonna lie. It's like the walking streams, but without the walking. It's nice. Gang based. I mean, this cities thing should take like a little bit, maybe after. All right. All right. If you're up, yeah, I'll see. It depends how long this will take. All right. My legs. We good. We good.